Hello everyone, welcome to today's Python topic where I will be helping you guys as well as helping myself. And I'll be doing that by creating a program that will help us budget our expenses. So this helps me out in college, but this could also be transferable over to anything you want to budget your money for. So I thought the good way to do that would be using for loops because we can basically loop a given amount of times, which will be the amount of times we want to add up our expenses, the amount of months we want to add up our expenses for. So to begin with, I'm going to create a bunch of variables, which we're going to be doing arithmetic for. So rent, Wi-Fi, and these are going to be inputs. So I'll be asking the user for the dollar amount for these. Rent, Wi-Fi, we got PG&E, and we got dental. So I'm gonna make my list a little short, but you can add any expenses you have in here. And since I'm doing arithmetic on them, I want to make sure they're integers, but I'll do floats because there's full dollar amounts and there is half dollar amounts, like 50 cents and whatnot. So we have an not integer, my bad, input. Okay, so this is gonna be the syntax for all of these, and let me just save us some time. I'm just gonna copy and paste these for all of these, and we could get a user input for all these. So what is your monthly rent? I have a hard time typing on this keyboard. It's a little sensitive, but we'll roll with it. What is your monthly rent? And then a new line to make it look cleaner in our code. Sorry, it's a string. What is your monthly Wi-Fi bill? And then a new line, make our code look clean. Float, bear with me here. What is your monthly PG? I'm gonna put the and logo in here. It's a string, so that's the correct name. What is your monthly PG&E bill? Which is the power bill out here in my area. Back home, it's BWP. What is your monthly dental bill? New line. Okay, so now, and I put floats here because I've done this type of code before, and then it gave me an error when I tried to add things because for some reason it took one of my inputs as a string. But that's why I put float here because I want to make sure that all these are the same data type. But that's past the point. What we're covering today. So I'm gonna be adding these up, and then next we should ask the user how many months we want to basically add up. So I'm just gonna do I as my variable, which I'm gonna pass into my for loop. So you can name this anything you want, but I'm gonna put I. So sorry. Make sure this one's an integer because you can only loop for like whole numbers. So I'm gonna put input here. I'm trying to make this video a little short, but we'll see how it goes. How many months do you want to budget for? So how many months do you want to budget for? Another new line. Okay, so now we have a number we can loop for, and then basically, since we're going to be adding up totals, we should start with an initial total, which would be 0, because since we haven't looped in anything, this would be our starting point. So our first total is going to be 0 because we haven't looped yet. Okay, so now we have everything we need. Let me scroll up a little bit here. Now we have everything we need for our for loop. We have our variables that we're going to be using for adding. We have the amount of months we want to budget for, which is the amount of times our for loop is going to loop for. And then we also have a starting initial value for total. So let's create our for loop, and let me write it out first. For months I'll explain this for months and range. So range is a function you could pass an integer into. For our for loop, if you pass the integer in here, it'll tell the for loop to loop for that amount of times. So that's where I'm going to put my I. And to start a for loop, we do colon and then enter, and it'll automatically indent for us. So for months, months is just a variable that you're gonna make sure you can name it anything you want, but make sure it's not something you declared before. So a new variable. This could be X. It could be, and you can name it whatever. So for months in range, like I said, this range function here allows us to loop for that amount of times. So we're going to get that input from our user. So then here, we're going to basically add up our totals. So like I said, total starts off at 0, but we're about to reassign it. So it's our total value, which is our first. So this is the first loop. So first loop, this is going to be equal to 0. And then as we loop, this will be updated by this. Okay, so then we add up our expenses here. Rent, we got Wi-Fi, we got PG&E, and we also have dental. Okay, so as you can see, I hit enter again and automatically indents. So if I put anything here, like a print statement, empty print statement, this for loop included my print statement, and that is because everything that lines up with the same indentation will be considered in this for loop. Say I wanted to break the for loop, I could just back out of the indentation, break the indentation, and then you can see VS Code kind of helps you out by doing this little line here. Let me get out of here. Okay, so this print's not included, as you can see here, because I broke the indentation. So now we have our totals added up here. So if we get 6 here, it's going to loop for 6 times, as you can see here. And this will execute those 6 times if we put 6 here. So after we're done with that arithmetic, we want a print statement letting the user know what's about to be output, your month or your expenses for the given months. And then boom, and then we could print again our total. Okay, so this is gonna loop for its amount of times, and then it will finish up what it's doing, and then it'll execute these. If I put these print statements in the same indentation, then it would print this every single loop, which we didn't want, because at the end we'll have our final total. So let me save this, and let's run it. So, Python 3 Phillips. What is your monthly rent? We'll do $500. What is your monthly Wi-Fi bill? $45. What is your monthly PG&E bill? It's $106. What is your monthly dental bill? That is $275. Yeah, I got braces, so it's a little expensive. How many months do you want to budget for? Let's do 6 months. So I'm gonna make that I6 with the statement here. And for 6 months, I have to budget $5,556. And like I said, you could have put basically like 50 cents and all that in there. So as you can see, our float that we have here, just put a 0 here because I use whole numbers, but it's a float, so it's going to put that 0.0. But this is a good program to budget for a certain amount of months, because you can put 12 months for a full year and so on. So hopefully you guys can add your own expenses and loop for as many times as you guys want. And yeah, hopefully this helped you guys. So thank you for coding with me.